Want to play a game that's really challenging? You can be the red, and you can be the green, and you can be the yellow, and you can be the blue.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cheap Noise in the House, channel where we talk about electronic games and music production. I'm Cheap Noise and survey says I'm in the house, and today we have something, again, very special indeed. This is probably the weirdest game I've ever reviewed, and I reviewed the Upside before, so that's saying something. This was sent to me by PixelXU, so Pixel, thank you so much for sending this to me. It's the Mind Scrambler. It was released by Radiga in 2004, and it takes 4 AA batteries at the back. This is basically Bop It meets Simon, so you have these 5 buttons here, and they all have bulbs inside of them, I think, so they all light up. And you're basically trying to tag these lights either as fast as possible or in sequence. More on that later. But there's one thing that sets this game apart, which is very unique and makes the game very difficult. If I switch it or I turn it to the back, of course you have the battery compartments on each side. You also have this thing here that spins. And that basically rests on the table, which means the top of the game basically spins and dodges your moves. And basically it's like playing Bop It if the commands are running away from you. It's really weird. This base can be removed, so I'm going to put this aside for now, so I can show you without it moving around. Of course, I'm going to put it again later. And it has 3 games. Basically, game 1 is a bit like Loops' Reflex Master. It gives you either 1 or 2 lights that you need to tag, and you need to tag them before the time runs out, and the more you tag them, the faster the time is. I have to say, this game doesn't really keep score. It does when you're on 2 or 3 or 4 player modes, but it doesn't give you the numbers, so you either lose or win in this game. So yeah, that's game 1. Game 2 is basically the same, except you have 1 light that will repeat in a certain pattern, so either this way or this way. Of course, sometimes it plays with your expectations and skips some steps, so don't be tricked by that. And then the third mode is basically Simon, so it gives you a sequence of lights to hit, and you need to hit them in sequence. Now, what makes this even more difficult is that the lights don't stay on. They're lit for about a quarter of a second, maybe even less, and then you need to remember where they are in comparison to the rest of the unit. So yeah, you have 3 levels in this game. The 3 levels change a few things about the gameplay. They change the amount of lights you get on game 3 or on game 1, if the amount of double lights that you need to hit. They also change the speed of the motor, because the motor, not only can it can run faster or slow depending on what you're doing, and it can also reverse, which really messes with your brain. You have also a volume control, which is this button here, and you can save it to 1, 2, 3, or 4 players, as I said earlier. So let's turn it on. Now, mine has a bit of a problem with the speaker. I think they all are like that, because I've only heard 2 of them, and both of them are like that. So
Ready to play?
I can select the game here.
Game 2. Game 3. Game 1.
I'm going to set it to game 1 for now.
Ready to play?
Nice music. And then you have level control here.
Level 2, level 3, level 1. Ready to play?
And you have your volume. So low and high. And here you can select your players, which I'm not going to do. So let's start game 1.
Play?
Yes, I'm ready to play. So I hit this button. So yeah, you can play it so that it doesn't spin, which is basically a practice round. Okay, that's about it for this. Now I'm going to play game 2, so you have a bit of an idea. So as you can see, it spins in a pattern. You can hear the motor inside of there, but I'm going to put it to test later. Okay, we'll stop right there. And then I'm going to play game 3. I'm going to show you what happens when you win it. So level 1 is only 5 sequences. So I'm gonna play it. Nice music again. I like the music in this game. It's a shame that the speaker's kind of distorted, but. There you go. So that's the gist of the games. Now let's go on and put this base here, which will make the game turn or spin on the table. There we go. Makes a satisfying click.
Ready to play?
Let's play game 1.
Game 1.
Let's keep it to level 1 for now. That was a good start.
Try again.
Okay, hold on.
Ready to play?
Okay. As you can see, it's spinning. It will reverse eventually. Oh, there it is. It reversed. So the lights don't stay lit for very long. Ah, it reversed.
Try again.
So yeah, this thing is really difficult. Now let's go on to level 3.
Left level.
As you can see, we'll spin a lot faster. Whoa! Okay, let's try that again.
Try again.
It's still a surprise every time I
Ready to
play.
play?
Okay. Whoa! Oh.
Try again.
So yeah, it's basically this game is trying to run away from you as you're trying to play it, which is really funny. I like this concept. Now, next up, let's try game number 3, because game number 2 is basically the same.
Game 3.
And let's try it with level 3. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going well. Game 3 is easier. Oh, I'm lost. Yeah.
Try again.
Alright, so that's game 3. Let's try again game number 1 on level 1.
Game 1. Level 1.
I want to try to get the highest score. Of course, there's no score, but who cares? This game is so fun. It kind of reminds me of carnival games, you know, these ticket redemption games in some ways. Oh, it goes faster now. Ah! It didn't register.
Try again.
By the way, these buttons have a really satisfying click to them.
Ready to play?
Yeah, so that's cool. You can also reset all parameters
Ready to
by
play?
holding this. So now I'm gonna turn this off. You can't really turn this off unless you start a game, so what I do is if I accidentally press the button, I just hit it again and then miss entirely. And that's about it for this video. This is Mind Scrambler. It's one of my favorite games now. I really like playing it. Of course, you really need to have a flat table, which of course this table is not very flat, so it kind of moves all around the place. And you need, the lights are pretty dim on it, so you need to have a a dark lit room to be able to see it. But other than that, I think this game is absolutely gorgeous. It's a really fun concept. It's really fun to play. And yeah, totally recommend it if you can find one of these. And that's it for now. So until next time, cheers!
Yes.
Bye.